So guys, I've been asked to make a little video just showing you how to change the strings on our adjustable bridge with nylon strings. And it's a little bit tricky, but there's a couple of small little tricks that we can put in place that makes it really quite a simple job. So if you come in here and we'll have a look, we'll just have a look at what the adjustable bridge is all about. So the one thing that makes these a little bit tricky is there's a little bar in here. So the string is supposed to go underneath that bar, and that's very important. The reason that we've added that is we discovered that adding this little bar here just puts more downward pressure right onto the face of the pickup, and because we've got quite a small angle, brake angle onto the top of the pickup without that. So it really helps the overall tonality of the instrument when we've added that in. But obviously it does make it quite tricky to get your string in there. So it all depends on how you go about it. If you try and bring your string in from the back and then trying to fish it up through, you're going to go crazy. That's just not going to happen. So, so what I recommend is going from this side in. So this is the first thing I do. I don't put it on the tuner here first. I put it on here first. And we need a little tool. So I've made a tool, costs about 2 cents. A paper clip, and so this is going to be your friend. So first thing you do, take the string, put it in between the pickup and the little bar that's in there. Then get your paper clip, and if I can hook it, just simply pull that up. And once you get that pulled up, then you can start thinking about putting it through the hole at the back, and that's definitely an easier approach than trying to come through. So you can see how simple it is then to get it back through. But then the other issue you have is you still have to tie this. So obviously trying to get that down and underneath there isn't very easy. So get your paper clip again, fish out your string, and pull it up. So if you pull that up into a little loop here, that allows you then to do your ties. And for the ties, I tend to go underneath and then 3 loops around. Everybody has slightly different ways to tie a nylon guitar, but that's how I do it. 3 turns round, certainly for the plain strings, and then just pull it tight. So that's going to pull right down in there. Careful that the pickup sits nicely in place. Pull it tight to get a good feeling that it's holding. Now, 2 options. You can just cut that end off, or what we like to do is sometimes cut that end and then tuck it back into the hole here. We've made these holes big enough that you can put the string in. So you can see that's what we've done here on these 2 strings. So we'll literally cut it off, tuck it back inside, and that leaves it very neat. Up to the top, now with nylon strings as well, because they are so kind of slippy, if you just put them on, just depending on the wraps, they can slip at the headstock. Now you don't want the strings to slip on a nylon guitar. It's, you know, they're tricky enough because of how much they stretch themselves. So what I do is as I bring it through, bring it underneath, just creating that little bit of knot, and that is then clamping the string in place. Then whenever I bring it up to pitch, it's kind of locking itself in place, and it's not going to slip to the same extent. So so that's literally how we change strings on a nylon X20 with an adjustable bridge with the bar. If you have an early Emerald that doesn't have that bar in place, some of the early adjustable bridges in the nylon didn't have that, get in touch with us. We'd be happy to exchange your pickups out for a new one that has this update. It's definitely a worthy update, and we can supply you those components free of charge if you want to get that done and make that adjustment. So, so there you have it. Hopefully that's been useful. Another little helpful tip from the workbench here at Emerald Guitars.